Hello stock traders. Hopefully you are alive out there and you made it through this tumultuous day. There were some bright spots for sure. Not very many, but there were a couple, and I was able to finish with a 4.6% gain today. I'm going to explain how I did that. It was definitely not easy. These are very difficult days, and it's very difficult to make money in these type of days. If you were following the top 7 for Wednesday, then you probably experienced a 3.31 loss. That is following the top 7 and then also the others. The market just had a rough day today. Month to date, if you are following the top 7 list and the others closely, you should be at right about a 0.56% loss. And you might think that's terrible, but if you compare it to the Dow Jones Industrial, which is right now down 8.21% so far in the month of September, it's really not too bad. That's definitely beating the market. Month to date, I am at 419.68%. Definitely was able to take advantage of some great day trade picks that I had for today. And so that's how I did it. So that's how I finished with a positive gain. My day trading was very successful. And so my 2 day trade picks today, and I only had 2 of them that I did in my Patreon group in the standard level, was MNOV and SPI. So SPI is the one I focused on greatly once the market started going. I had an 86% gain on SPI. Now, it could have been a lot bigger. That stock, if you are paying attention and you know what I'm talking about, that stock rose over 2,400% today. For me to have an 86% gain trading that stock is actually not that great, but I wasn't able to pay 100% attention to it today, but I did find some bright spots, and it was a little scary too. I really don't like Stockholm, and that one had a bunch. They had released data that one of their subsidiary companies that they're going to be making electric vehicles, EVs, and that was definitely big news. So I have some shorts to report that I closed. So when the market is down, definitely short selling is a very easy way to make money. Now you got to be careful. You cannot choose penny stocks, in my opinion. It's very difficult to choose penny stocks because one can turn against you and you can end up owing money. So it's a great strategy, but it has more risk to it. You got to have risk management to make sure that you don't get caught on the wrong side of it. But anyway, I closed ADCT today for a 15% gain. So that was really great over 2 days. Closed LOOP for a 0.75% gain. I was definitely hoping for more out of that. I would have got more if I would have held it through today, but I mean, who knew what was going to happen today? And then closed BORR for a 1% loss. Now I like to use Webull for my intraday trading, and I also like to use it as a great stockbroker. I love the scanners that are on it. And if you are looking for a powerful broker, please check it out in the description we have down below. You get 1 free stock when you sign up and another free stock when you deposit money. So I have some stocks to report that I sold from the top 7 and the others from yesterday's list. And I sold FLXS, so Flex Steel, for a 2% gain. I sold AVDL, and this was really too bad. Sold it for a 10% loss, but it had been 3 days since its insider activity, and it was important for me to get out of that. And then I sold SAVA, SAVA, for an 11% loss. Just didn't like the way it was trading today, and it had been a couple days since its insider activity, so I decided just to get out. And it was time for me to definitely move on. Overall on SAVA as a pick, though, made almost 7%. So had one really good trade and one not so good trade afterwards. I kind of got cute with it. There's so many stocks to cover with the top 7 that I thought we would just go to it right away. One thing I would like to say is that you got to have multiple strategies, not just strategies for when the market is good and plays for when the market is good. So I have my insider swing play. When the market is great, that one works perfectly all the time. It's really good. Or even just so-so. If the market's just so-so, you can do really well with that strategy as long as it's so-so or great. But when it is bad, it is tougher, and definitely you're going to have some periods of where it's not so good. So you got to have some bearish strategies also. I have certain stocks that I like to short. Also, my PTVE run-ups typically do great as long as there isn't any worries or there are enough in office to get rid of some of the red tape. These tend tend to do better in those type of situations, and I think some election worries are definitely hurting the PDUFA run-ups right now. But I suspect that as we get approvals or even CRLs and we start to move forward, that investors will feel more comfortable that things are still as normal. Anyway, let's get to these top 7 and others. The first one is EIGR. So this is a PDUFA run-up, and today it finished down 3.42%. My average in it's $9.59. I averaged down a little bit. I rarely do that, but I saw an opportunity to get in really cheap, and then it went lower. So I think EIGR is going to be a fantastic stock for its run-up, but they have a November 20th PDUFA date, and EIGR Pharmaceuticals has a lot that's going for it. Analyst targets on this stock are $27.67, so that's really, really good. And I also like that it had recent insider activity in the last couple months, so I like EIGR for those reasons. So we shall see how that goes. All right, the next is Kala Pharmaceuticals, KALA. Today it finished down 4.55%. My average in it's $8.82. They have a PDUFA date of October 30th, and it's for Isuvius, and it's a dry eye disease drug, and analysts have a target on this of $20.80. So there is still plenty to run. So there's lots of headroom in this. This could really, really move. And so as the market improves, I expect that this will really move up. The next, this is brand new to the list, and it's not in the top 7. It probably should be because it had a great day. And that is Volt, VOLT. Today it finished up 5.34%. I called it out on our Patreon in our Discord group early this morning. There's just too many officers that have got into this for us not to pay attention to it. Anyway, my average in it's $1.33, and Celia Brown and a lot of others have been buying up shares. So there's a lot of different officers that have been buying shares of this company. And so if tomorrow's jobs report is good or is positive, I think that this is one that could really, really move up tomorrow. So that'll be one thing to kind of watch. I think that would be great. All right, and then also not in the top 7 because this one has a little bit of a far off PDUFA date is SPPI. This is Spectrum Pharmaceuticals, and today it finished down 4.12%. My average in it's $4.02. And they have an October 24th PDUFA date, and that is coming up. So it's starting to get here, and it's for Rolantis, which is a chemotherapy drug, which is very important, and I'm expecting FDA to make a decision on that on the 24th. Should be really good. All right, now for the top 7, here we go. Top 7, number 7 is VST. So this finished up 0.79%. My average in it's $18.15. And Oak Tree Capital bought $6 million worth of shares in open market, paid the same price me or you would pay, and that's why I'm so bullish on it. So I think VST is going to do really well. It's not pharmaceutical. It is a stock that I think can really climb. So tomorrow should be a good day for it. Number 6 is ZSAN, ZSAN Pharma. Today it finished down 5.14%. My average in it's $1.33. So very good average. Hopefully you have a fantastic average on it also. They have an October 20th PDUFA date, so that is now less than a month away. And so this is about the time I like to get in it for a nice run up, and it's for Qtrypta, which is a migraine medicine, which is extremely marketable, and analysts have a target on this stock of $4.33. So I think that this is one that will really move north as we get closer. Number 5 is PTVE, and this finished up 2.64%. My average in it's $12.84, and tons of officers, CFOs, CEOs, directors, all kinds of people have gotten in this. And this is also a recent IPO, so initial public offering. This is a brand new stock to the stock market. Anyway, I love all the insiders showing support on it and really getting in on it and spending their own money. And so I feel really great about that. And so I think PTVE has a lot more to go. And so I'm expecting this to continue to climb. It should be really, really good. All right, number 4 is Fortress Bio, and this thing is dropping for no reason at all. They have a PDUFA date that's really coming up. That's on October 10th, so this is not very far away. My average in it's $3.64. Today it finished down 9.15%. If you have been in this since the time when I called it out, you are still up in this, so feeling pretty good. It is for Tramadol, which is a post-operative pain drug, and so very, very important. And so this one should have a powerful run up as it gets closer. And Fortress Bio is one that spikes hard, big after activity. So I'm expecting great things on that. All right, now let's get to the top 3. And before we get to that, I wanted to talk about the Patreon group that I have set up. It's a great group, and there are lots of people in there that are looking to help you. We like to encourage one another. I provide very fast fast picks on insider activity. So when I see insider activity and once I've had a chance to look at it, I analyze it and I put out a notification to everyone. So if you want a notification right when it happens, that's the place to be a part of it. You can definitely make money on these insiders, and I know it's been tough here the last couple of days, definitely. But last week, just about everyone in the group had a 10% gain through the week. And so they can be very powerful, and insiders are very stable. You will do better than the market on average, quite a bit better. And I've found in my experience that you can make 10% return on average per month. And if you do that month after month after month after month, and you do it for an entire year, that's a 300% gain. And so I've had a lot of success with insiders, and I know that they will perform better than the market. And if you want to perform better than the market, please see me there. Check it out in the description down below. All right. Number 3 is VOXX. So it is back in the top 3. Today it did finish down 2.62%. My average in is $6.42. Hopefully you got in this right when we mentioned it. Collie Holding keeps buying shares every day. I don't know if anyone else is paying attention, but I'm definitely paying attention. And it's been 10 business days in a row of insider activity. So I'm expecting this to jump any time. VOXX has a history of when it jumps, it really, really goes. Watch for that. I think VOXX is going to be a powerful stock, definitely. Number 2 is ETON. Okay, so we are getting close to the PTVE date of September 29th. And you might say, oh, Ray, I thought you said this was going to go way up. I thought the day would be today. I did think that Wednesday, today's trading day, that would be really good. It did finish up 0.82%, so it's one of the few bios that finished up. My average in it's $8.66, and they have a PTVE date of 9/29 coming right up. And the price really held up today. It's actually pretty impressive to me. Analysts have a target on this of $15 a share, and it should be great. All right, number 1. Number 1 is SAFE. SAFE. It's in the name. Safe hold. Today it did finish down 1.06%, but my average in it is $54.25, and it's now had 31 business days in a row of insider activity. The price really hasn't spiked yet. There's been a lot of people kind of taking advantage of the higher price and sold out and made some money on it. Definitely took profits. I can understand. But it has been 31 business days in a row. Purchases by iStar. And last year, there were 134 days in a row, and 3 more purchases were reported tonight in aftermarket. So that's on Wednesday night aftermarket. So I think on Thursday that this stock will do very well. I do a lot of work for this list, so if you could do me a huge favor and please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. Also, if you would share this video with your friends, I would be very honored by that. And if you're seeing me for the first time, or you've seen me and just never have done so before, please subscribe and turn on those bell notifications so you get notified of a new video whenever it should come out. This too will pass, and this market will turn around, and it will happen quickly, and you don't want to be missing it, definitely. I just want to encourage you to hang in there, and Raythoven out.